Welcome back to That's Cricket. This is your day two, test three, Ashes recap brought to you by Runmaker. What a day of cricket, covered in controversy from the Snicko. Snicko, that's what we get that's how we decide if it's a edge or not an edge, or if there's a nick or not a nick. Over the past 2 days, nothing but controversy from the Snicko. So last night, even after the stream, after I did yesterday's pod, everything came out in the press conference about Carey. Thinks that he hit it, thinks that he didn't hit it, wasn't going to be a walker. The Snicko thinks that he didn't hit it. He thinks that he did. They think that he did. Today, more of the same. Jamie Smith hit with 2 Snicko controversies. Another one for Jamie Smith. Jamie Smith is not new to more Snicko controversies. He had one in the first test or the second test. Today, more of the same. So the problem for me with this first Snicko one is that the first one clearly saw a visual of the glove. You could clearly see that he hit the glove in the first camera angle. I'm not sure why the umpire went directly to Snicko to determine if it hit the glove. You could clearly see visually that the ball hit the glove. Now, if Khawaja caught the ball or not, that's another argument that we could get to, but they didn't even get to that point on the field. It was a shabacle with them thinking that it hit the glove, didn't hit the glove. That was number one. Then Jamie Smith gets another life, or he got a life, and then he would be out caught behind again off another Snicko controversy where it hit the bottom of the bat, didn't hit the bottom of the bat. We'll never know because the Snicko lag was, again, a frame lagging, and from the live stream, from the live telecast, it looked like he didn't hit it. But he's out. So if we rewind, we're going to rewind back to this front of the test. Lyon and Stark was still at the crease when we started play today. Mitchell Stark would go on to score his second consecutive 50. Lyon added 9 to the total. Boland added 14 to the total. And Australia ended up 371 at the end of their innings. Jofra Archer, pick of the bowlers for England. He would finish with 5 wickets with 53 runs off 20.2 overs, including 5 maidens with an economy of 2.6. He was a pick of the bowlers for England. Cast got 2, Jacks got 2, Tongue got 1, Stokes didn't get a wicket. Now, when England came out to bat, looked okay, but Zach Crawley was the first one to go. He would get out. Cummins, Bold Cummins caught Carey, caught behind. Just a good way for Australia to get started out here. And then in comes Nathan Lyon. Nathan Lyon, the homegrown hero, the South Australian. He would pick up 2 amazing wickets. He gets Ollie Pope, just throws the bat at one, closes the face, a sharp catch by Josh Inglis. Ollie Pope at this point probably looking to probably get dropped for the next test. He hasn't scored a lot of runs. He's probably someone that could be switched out for England if they wanted to. But the ball that Nathan Lyon bowled to Duckett was absolute peach, an absolute seed. Tossed it up there. Ollie Pope, Duckett played around it and just beat the bat, hit top of off. Absolute perfect delivery, bowled by Lyon. Now, at that point, I'm thinking Lyon's going to go on and take 5 for at this point. He was looking really good. I thought he would grab a few more wickets. After Duckett fell, then Joe Root would get out to Cummins, caught behind. Cummins had set him up. He set him up with a nice, the same style of ball, 3 balls earlier. Then he bowled him a short one, and then he bowled him another one and had kind of pushed him back on the crease, and he nicked off behind to Alex Carey. Then coming out of Joe Root, Harry Brook came in, and Harry Brook put on a nice partnership with Stokes. They batted pretty well together, and Root, you think was going to go on, Harry Brook, you think was going to go on to do some nice work, but then caught out, bowled Green, Carey, but Green coming into his first over, grabs the wicket of Harry Brook. Beautiful ball by Cameron Green. Jamie Smith would then be the one that gets into trouble here with all of the Snicko controversy. He would end up with 22 runs. And again, I think at this point with the Snicko, we have to get rid of it. So the But used to back in the day, we used to have the hotspot where you'd have the infrared camera that would show you if there was a nick or if there was not a nick. And I think common sense needs to prevail here for the umpires that if it is going to go to Snicko, they're not relying on it. They can see a deviation or they can see it clearly hit a body part or a glove or the bat or the helmet. Then they use the visual rather than the audio to determine if it is going to be out. Because now we're sitting at 3 controversial Snicko decisions in this test alone. And you don't want it to become it's the technology is hampering the game. You want to have a good sense of cricket. And I think the other thing is also getting the umpiring calls right. It was very unclear watching the broadcast if he had given it out, if who had the right review, if they were checking for a catch, if they were actually reviewing it. That was also quite confusing during the broadcast. And I think Travis Head put it the best when he said, "The world is going mad." But the run maker, and again, this episode is brought to you by Run Maker. Have to give a shout out to Run Maker. Ben Stokes is the run maker for today. And Run Maker VR is your very own indoor net facility from the comfort of your own home. With Run Maker, you can train wherever you want with lifelike pace, refining your technique with real-time feedback and sessions inspired by legends of the game in the middle. This Ashes don't just be a spectator, own the moment. You can also record your sessions and send them to your coach so you can improve your game. Your journey to the pitch starts with Runmaker. Download Runmaker and save this Ashes with code RUNMAKER sub-E6EFEA to get 50% off your first 6-month subscription when you sign up before January 31st. Now, I've said multiple times that Bazball is dead, and in the last test, Ben Stokes proved that. He has proved that again today. Bazball is officially dead. With Ben Stokes hitting, he is not out currently at the crease. He is 45 off 151 balls. Last test, he scored a 50 off the same 151 balls. Today, he is 45. He has been batting for 4+ hours at the crease, visibly cramping, visibly exhausted. Hard for him to bat out there, but he is showing what it takes to bat. You have to go out there and test cricket and bat the day. It's not about going out there and being aggressive and scoring quickly. It's about playing cricket, and he is playing real cricket. And I think this is the end of the Bazball era. You have to just put it to bed, nail in the coffin, stop playing Bazball. No one needs Bazball. You don't have to play Bazball. You can just go out there and play cricket. And on the comms today, we hear a lot of they've got to start putting the foot to the floor. They've got to change gears. They've got to go to the next level. No, they don't. They absolutely do not. What they have to do is bat and keep batting as long as they can, bat as many hours as they can in the middle, as many days as they can in the middle. That's what they're meant to be doing. And eventually that total will increase. Jax, he would only add 6 to the total. Cast, he would add duck. Boland got him with a duck. Carey's catch to Jax was incredible. Up to the stumps to Scotty Boland. Inside edge. Quick with the feet. Grabs the ball. Gets Jax out. Cast gets out 5 balls later. Jofra Archer, he's put the foot to the floor. He's 30 or 48. He's actually in there with Ben Stokes right now, putting up a really nice partnership. They're at 213 for 8 right now, England, and they trail by 158 runs. So I don't see England really getting, I said 200, 250 would be kind of their limit here, or where they'll get to. They're probably lucky if they can get to 250 at some point tomorrow before getting completely bowled out. You only have 2 wickets to spare here, England. And Australia would be 150 to 100 runs ahead. And they're going to go on and put the foot to the floor and get another 300 or 400 ahead and would look to comfortably win this game. So, team, that is your Ashes. Third Ashes test, day 2 recap, brought to you by Runmaker, and that's cricket.